Hey, I don't gotta shoot, I got shooters. I know I'm cooler than the cooler. I know this way you keep your alcohol. I know that I'm out the bar. All of my niggas is savages. Meet up the bone like some scavengers. I know that them fly, I got passengers. I love Jesus Christ and Bible passages. My girl so fly, she have a Merlin. She love the majesty like Merlin. And the boss like a Laker, Irvin. Should've kept it clean like just detergent. Wash the shit out and let the cat up out the bag. I get naked and let the dick out the sack. Let it breathe, get some air. Baby, please, I'm already there. Decadent creamery everywhere. I represent me, it's a love affair. Smelling the trees, it's a buzzing here. Carry down with the team if you weren't prepared. Hey, this is my style. I do it to get some attention. Hey, the crowd going wild, so I guess I'ma keep on spitting. Nigga, I borrowed your style, but you won't get no honorable mention. I'm rocking it better than you. I'm making retire no pension. I just get the bread at the food. Apply sandwich bread and make it smooth. My movement gon' move, that's the move. The only option not to lose. Hey, never been scared, you ain't prepared. I ain't sorry. Your breezy clearly walked the ass over here. I ain't sorry. Now cause you think I ran out with your beer. I ain't sorry. You're tripping cause you think I stole your career. I ain't sorry. Hey, you ain't feeling me, no apologies. I ain't sorry. Hey, sorry not sorry. Hey, I ain't sorry. I don't even feel that bad, my nigga. I ain't sorry. Give no fucks about your ass, my nigga. I ain't sorry. You got options, nigga, choose. Keep it popping like a tool.
Whoa, boom. Yo. Yo, you guys don't even. So to play this show, okay, let me explain to you what happens the moment I push go live, right? The moment I push go live, I have to run. I have to play that little Kudokan thing. I have to wait a couple seconds, drop the video, boom. Then I run to the top of my screen. I go up and I edit my destinations coming out of the StreamYard, right? So I have to add 2 more destinations because I don't want them sitting up there too early. So then I do that. Then I got to run back in, go back to YouTube where the show is outputting from. And then I have to go into that video, go into editing, scroll all the way to the bottom, go where it says show more, click into that, open up where it says allow embedding, click the allow embedding, boom, run over there, wow, hit that, run over to the website, go to the website and flip the code inside there, then delete the cache. I don't know if it's a cache or I don't know if it's a cache, but I guarantee it's all smooth sailing from here. We're here together. The crew is in the house. It's a sunny day. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. If you've never been to Brooklyn before, that's it. The Statue of Liberty is actually right there. You can't see it. I'm not going to turn the camera around, but you could take my word for it. I've been there. The Statue of Liberty is right on the other side of you guys. Who's the morning early crew? ADM is in first. Yo. Shout out to my man Adam. And Finn is in the house and Victor's in the house being extra. Go Ham is in the house. Then Marty's in the house right next to. So today's a crazy day. Today is really where I have value to the world because you wake up and there's so much news going on, but it's random news and you have to try to put it in spots so you can compartmentalize it and take it all in, right? Because when you look at it, you're like, it's a pizza, but it's not really a pizza. It's tomatoes. You know tomatoes? It's red onions. You know red onions? It's pineapple. You know pineapple. So we'll just take it apart, make it a little easier to figure out. And then here's the problem with that is I just woke up. I woke up this morning. It's been so hot. Right? So this morning I was like, 6 o'clock came. I woke up. I traded some emails with North Carolina because, you know, those people are already, when it's 6 o'clock here, it's already 9 a.m. Do you know how crazy that makes a person like me? Somebody who feels like they're always in competition with the rest of the whole world. And I know you're like, Jesse, it's not a competition. Shut up, fool. Like, ain't nobody else putting food in my mouth. I got to put food in my own mouth. And that might mean the person from North Carolina needs to buy the dream. Hey, so speaking of the dream, let me just hip you guys real quick to what I got going on. So you probably know that last year, on January 1st, an engineer drove me to the airport. I said, yo, G, here's my goals. I'm going to go back to the mainland. I'm going to learn how to do these things. I'm going to get the show real dialed in to look like I want it to look like. Then we're going to get rich. And then I'm going to come back, and hopefully at that time, there'll be a property on Ryan Street available. There'd never been a property on Ryan Street available. It didn't look like in the foreseeable future there was going to be a spot on Ryan Street available. And so I had reserved, well, maybe I can get one a couple blocks over, like an eighth of a mile or something, right? Boss. The spot I want is available. The spot I want, like the spot, like you stand in Ryan's driveway and you look across the street, that fucking spot. And it's not a long ass street. It's like a fucking Hawaiian road. But check this out. It's also the only paved road on the spot. What? And even though I'll be living off grid, it does have the potential to hook up to the power lines. It's literally perfect. It's just an acre. It looks like Estacada. There's no beach anywhere near it. It's just a country acre, man. Just a lava flow, rainforest, ohia trees and ferns. And it's right there. It's right there. What? Look at Vic. Look at Vic being extra. Vic was an extra Vic. No, AM. The power will be 12,000. 12,000. But that's fine because I don't plan on running power anyways there. Power in Hawaii is super expensive. So, and it's about 20 minutes from your brother's house. You know how Hawaii is like a clock? Boosh, you got to go around it. So it's about 20 minutes. Your brother's house is like probably 4:30, and this is probably about 4 o'clock. So you just go up the clock. But really close as far as off the highway. I can be at your brother's house in 20 minutes, Hawaii speed time. Anyway, so it's there. Here's the problem, though, is in life as usual. Motherfuckers buying tickets for boats, and they haven't even built the ship yet, right? So I bought my ticket for this boat that hasn't been bought yet, but I got some ideas. I got some ways. I've been planning it out. You know, I always try to live in the future. So, but honestly, what's crazy is it's like the exact spot that I've been manifesting with my thoughts, you know, like where do your daydreams go? If all your daydreams go to the same place, if all your daydreams go to the same fucking temperature, that's a place you're going to go in real life, right? So look, it'll be like, well, Jesse, so you're going to open an animal sanctuary? Not really. We're going to be a decentralized animal sanctuary, which just means that any mofo that needs to buy, any mofo that needs to have a place to live could just live there, bro. I don't care if you're a turkey, a chicken, a duck, um, uh, a goat, a sheep, a dog, a cat, right? I just have just this shit. And then I'll build an inner fence to protect all of the vegetables from the hogs. And I'll just make this super cost efficient fucking covered. Oh my God, it's going to be so beautiful. I daydream about it every day. I already know every day. Look, it's going to be like chain link, right? But with like raised up sides to keep the hogs out. And then it's going to have a roof. And then the roof will drain the rainwater, right? So it'll keep the plants actually protected from the rainforest elements, right? Of the rain and the super hard heat. It'll still get all kinds of ambient sunshine that'll fucking make it grow by inches per day. And then that rainwater will run off the roof into cisterns that I'll be able to regulate back into the plants, right? And then all around it, I will have these mosquito ponds that are just made out of totes. And then the water, there'll be a pump in the tote. So the water will come up out of the tote and run across the lid of the tote and then drain back into a hole on the other side of the tote that will just have a little raised straw to set the level. So we'll just have a constant pool of about, I don't know, a half an inch that gets refreshed every time the sun comes out, because I'll just run it off those cheap solars. And the cheap solars, oh my God, those cheap solars are like $10 each, right? The solar pumps, and they don't have a battery. So they only run when the sun is out, right? So that'll create these cycles of filling up and then draining and filling up and then draining. So no mosquitoes will live there, but it'll still be a decent habitat for dragonflies and carnivorous birds and butterflies and such to come and make it their regular oasis hangouts, right? And then I'll just take those relatively inexpensive totes that I should be able to build for like $40 a piece, right? And then stack them all over the property until it literally becomes a dragonfly oasis. I've done it. I did it. But now I can do it on like a macro scale, right? And then I won't worry about trying to build sedentary permanent structures, right? With wood or brick or mortar. We'll just run platform life and then just use the really, really nice dome tents that you can buy, right? The 8-person dome tents, the 10-person dome tents. Like there's our dining room, the big screened in vented areas, and just make it look like the dopest state park in the world, right? Just gravel paths and solar everywhere. So you can just plug all your shit in everywhere. It's just an excess of batteries sitting around, and there'll never be a loss of power. And then we'll just be charging off these 100 waters, right? And then when I have to leave, like for a long period of time, for like weeks or whatever, I'll just unpack all the solars and put them in a tote, and then hide the tote in the bushes, and nobody will ever even know, right? And then creative types will be able to just come and hang out, and they'll just be tents. And because see, a big problem when you live in the rainforest is moisture. Like you're just constantly battling it. And a lot of these like canvas tents or small cabins or even a house that doesn't have good ventilation, you're constantly just battling mildew. And so with these tents, with these dome tents, I can just collapse those motherfuckers, throw them in the back of the truck, drive them to the ocean, and go swim out in the ocean with a stack of dome tents and let all that salt water kill them all off, right? And so then I just drag them back, set them back up, air them out. All the mold and mildew spores are killed by the ocean, and then we're beautiful. Of course, I'm like Mr. Joyride just brought up. Yes, Vince. Yo, I see you guys up in here. Joyride, Sarah, Vince, ADM. I see you guys. Thanks for being here with us. So, the goal of that property will be to improve the property to the point where it doubles in value, and then leverage that to expand a little bit, right? But like, not give up that property, keep that property, and then from the equity that we have on that property, use that to get other properties. Because, man, the most important thing is still being a good steward to the island, right? A lot of people are going in there and just ripping and pouring fucking cement platforms and roads and fucking chopping down all the trees. I'm trying to recreate the Ewok village, right? Like, just hammocks and shade everywhere, right? I'm trying to facilitate canopy growth so that we can fucking hang out in the shade of the underbrush with just chickens and ducks, and just have a moving sheep pen so the sheep are constantly regrazing and keeping all our shit beautiful. And it's perfect. And there's no reason. The only reason I had to leave the island is just because I wanted to share it with my friends. Not because there was anything wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. I just want to share it with people. I don't want to feel bad because my friends are like, I've never even been to Hawaii before. I'm like, fuck. Well, let me see if I can chop the top 2/3 of the cost off, right? Meanwhile, I'm out there planting fruit trees, which won't even reach fruition for 5 years, right? So I got to get out there. I got to get started. I gotta get citrus trees out there. I got to get mangoes. I got to get avos. I got to trim them up beautifully so that their canopies cover and that the ice cream beans. And I got to remediate what little soil's in there. And I got to amend. I don't even know how you do that. All right. So look, that's brand new news. And oh my God, I got some other new news that's even more mind-blowing, which is the video game is actually playable. Like, it's playable. The mining game for the Kudokan. And let me remind you, while we're talking about the Kudokan and while we're talking about video games, that energy is currency. And I'll take that reminder to remind you guys that the Kudokan Discord group is where all the cool kids hang out. And DJ Joyride from right here in our little crew, he is the resident DJ, and he throws mini shows in there. No shit. I don't know what other cryptocurrencies have a resident DJ. Oh, this will be a good time to remind you guys about our sponsors. Stand Up and Fight Back.bigcartel.com. Working class streetwear for the modern revolutionary. Also, don't forget about the 5XL, putting out super cool content 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that was the very first show ever on it. Don't forget about that. Hey, with Sick Mullet custom polarized UV sunglasses, you can be the coolest dude on the beach. And if you get fake cracks, they'll break before you fall in love with them. Yeah, so if I'm smoking on this show, fat binger. Why do I always say that? If I'm smoking a fat binger on this show, which I'm prone to do from time from time to time, it is probably one of these beautiful bongs from Binger Glass Designs, which are also available in the Kudokan Reward Store. If you didn't know about that, look, Binger Glass Designs has all the beautiful shit you can get. You can buy these with Kudokans. You can just be like, I want a coffee and bong hits bong, and you can buy it with Kudokans. But that's the only way you can buy it. You can't just buy it with cash. You can buy cash, buy Ethereum, buy Kudokans, but you can't just buy the bong. And that's the beauty of Kudokans, is we withhold all the good shit for the reward store. If you are anywhere in the world and you need some herbs, reach out to earthherbs.com. Earthherbs.com ships everywhere in a convenient, discreet package. But if you're here locally and you need any wizard gear in Portland, Oregon, go to Essential Elements Apothecary. They're in Sellwood, and they got all the goodies. Pendulums, rocks, cards, tinctures, herbs, actual magic potions. Swear to God, it might be the only spot you can get magic potions. And don't forget 33rd Bird Plaza. It's not a food cart for people with a bird name. It's actually a food cart for birds. And so I want to right now want to show you guys our newest sponsor. And I think the best way to do it is just to let it play.
Hey guys, it's me, Jesse Spomberg, with a hot tip for you. If you're like me and you live in a rural community next to a lot of dry trees and there's tinder everywhere, you know the number one concern this time of year is Antifa. When Antifa comes and starts a forest fire in your neighborhood or tries to steal your RV or your favorite donkey, who are you going to turn to? Turn to my friends at United National Antifa Insurance. They'll get back your donkey, your four-wheeler. They'll replace any damage to your single wide, your double wide, your wowza, triple wide trailer, and give you a low deductible. Don't rely on your local militia to get your stuff back for you. Go to my friends at United National Antifa Insurance and make sure you protect your property. Yeah!
Yeah, brought to you by United National Antifa Insurance, the makers of rumors and other false information. Yo, so I feel like I took a lot of time to get through that chunk, and I probably didn't need to, because look, now it's already party time. Excellent. Yo, we're like Wayne's World, but smart. I think you're muted. Before you start talking, I think you're muted. Don't do it. I think you're muted. Better fix that. Find that button and push it. Dirty's in the house.
Are you sure?
There you are.
Am I muted?
Not now.
Oh. Well, that's nice. You know what? I think that Dana Carvey is a lot smarter than they gave him credit for. I think that foxy lady was pretty peacock.
Hey, Dana Carvey's smart. I don't think Garth was smart.
Well, I thought Garth was pretty smart.
Oh, damn. Damn, I just taken it as a given. But yeah, maybe not. Maybe Wayne and Garth were smarter than us. They did some dope shit. Hey, I want to show you this article real quick. Whoa, who the fuck cares about Barbara Bush? Hey, yeah, this is what I want right here. Okay, let me just bring this story up. So there's one representative is trying to sue another representative.
It's not uncommon.
But the other one is ducking the other one. What the fuck? Why can't I get rid of that Discover that? He's now being tracked by a he's now being it's not even up there. The Republican Representative Mo Brooks is avoiding a lawsuit from his Democratic colleague Eric Swalwell that seeks to hold him accountable for the insurrection. So much so that Swalwell's attorneys have hired a private investigator to find him. Dirty, you could have got that gig.
I think so too.
You're a private investigator.
You know what though? I've always respected a guy named Mo. It always sounds like something cool is gonna happen. Ever since Mo Money.
Yeah, Mo just infers that there's more coming, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
give me some Mo. Whatever
Bricks.
the hell's going on, give me some Mo.
Mo Bricks. I don't know.
Oh no way! Marty had a lame birthday yesterday. Man, see, Marty, here's the thing about birthdays, man. That's the same thing about children. The more you get, the less they're worth until you start getting to the hundreds, right? Like, it's the same. It's like, okay, let me explain something to you. When I was born, my mom and my grandma and the whole family loved me 100%. I was the only kid, right? Then, when my little brother was born, now there was two of us. So, if you say, who do you love more? You say, I love him the same. Well, that's 50% from me, 50% from my brother. But my brother's only known 50% love, right? He's never fully been 100% loved. He only knows 50% love. So that's his ceiling, right? Then my little sister is born. And then they're like, all right, which one of your kids do you love more? I love them all the same. Now I'm only getting 33.3% of the love from my family. My brother's now only getting 33.3% of the love. But my poor little sister, that's her entire ceiling. So if she receives 33% of anything, that's her threshold for happiness. But me, I'm a 100% golden child. I came when the whole world was devoted to me. So anything less than the absolute 100% devotion of everybody around me is a slight. And in fact, more than a slight, I think that having my brother and sister was actually a fucking insult. And I think they planned it. I think that they were like, how are we going to get back at this little 2-year-old bastard? We need a strategy because he's only 2 years old, but he's unstoppable. And they're like, damn it, we're going to have to cut down on his love intake. And then my little brother showed up. It was just basically like a little bad luck omen for me. like, imagine anything else in the world cutting the amount of love that you receive in half. That little son of a bitch. Like the tiki necklace that Greg Brady went surfing with. Okay, my bad.
Well, I took 3 things from that just to add another 3. With all the 33s, the Freemasons would be happy.
Right.
Number 2, I don't remember. And number 3, I'm not sure that's how it works.
Of course that's how it works.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, check this out. Let's say my parents had $1. My parents are like, we both work in the coal mines for about 4 cents an hour. We work fucking 13-hour days. We take home $1 for our children. And I say, I want that $1. My parents are like, you can't have that whole $1. They're like, why? They're like, because you have a little brother. Motherfucker. How much do I get now? 50 cents? And then my little sister was born. Now I get 33 fucking cents, bro. 3 dimes, 3 pennies, and a high five. Fuck that.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think they were going to spend the rest of the time, if they wouldn't have been there, spending all the rest of that love on you. I think they would have kept even more time for themselves. It was just, it cuts into like your actual time as a parent, like for yourself. You don't distribute the love, at 33% with the kids. No, you still give them all your love. You just don't have any more me time. The more kids that you have, the less parent time that you have.
Okay, I'm going to revisit this in 1 minute with shoes. We're going to use shoes as an example, okay? In 1 minute. This is the part of the show where I remind the podcast listeners that you are really the MVPs. You're the ones who shot us up. Oh, my God, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody yet. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll make it real special. But podcast people, you're really big. We love you, whether you live in India, Australia, France, Canada. If you live in Canada, go get your hands on one of those Kudokan pins, by the way. Because stationery is currency too. You ever been to jail? Bro, an envelope, you can trade like a candy bar for an envelope. That's money, man. Stationery is currency in jail. Okay, this is Red Panda. Remember this. Every YouTube video that could ever possibly be made has already been made. You just haven't made it yet. So use that time travel, and we'll see you in 30 seconds. Yeah. You notice how when we come back from the break, Dirty always wants to give the illusion that he's diligently digging through his stuff, like just checking out for the most perfect one to smoke on the show, like a little elf or something that lives in the woods that has a bunch of treasures and gems, and he's like, "Hold on, let me pick out the perfect one to give to you for your adventure." You're like, "Thanks, little elf guy, for helping me," or like a gnome, more like a gnome, I guess.
Do you ever make the mistake and accidentally smell your bowl and you're like, oh Jesus?
No, let me do that. Oh fuck!
It's terrible.
Well, it smells like somebody's house that I know. Whose house does that smell like? Wow. You know, hey, one time I dated this girl, and her mom lived in an RV, and the girl was pretty nuts, and her mom was definitely nuts. And this is back in the day. This is probably 1991. So people still smoked in their house, and they didn't use ashtrays. And she lived in a trailer park when we went and visited, and the mom didn't use ashtrays. And I was like, "Do you mind if I smoke in here?" And she's like, "Yeah, but on one condition." And I thought she was going to be like, blow out the window or whatever. She was like, "You have to flick the ashes on the floor." I was like, I won't. Don't worry. She's like, "No, I'm serious. You have to flick the ashes on the floor. We don't use ashtrays here because ashes are deodorizer, and I have enough cats in here that I need the ashes to deodorize the cats." And I was like, "Ma'am, I appreciate the science behind your stance you're taking right now, but I can't. I just can't, in good conscience, flick my cigarette on a woman's floor." And she was like, fucking raised her voice. She was like, "God damn it. I'm telling you, flick your goddamn cigarette butts or your cigarette ash on the floor. Could cover up the cat smell." And that was the last day I went out with that girl, by the way.
I would have left. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't probably properly cleanse yourself in an environment like that.
If you can't clean it, cover it. Right? Hey, you know what? You know what? The later on, she'll just be asking people just to take a dump in the living room. Like, okay, the only thing that's going to cover up the smell, the only thing that's going to cover up the smell of the cat and the cigarettes is you just got to use your bathroom. Well, kind of. You got to take a crap right here.
You got to take a shit right here.
Oh yeah, Marty. When I was a kid, everybody smoked in the grocery store. The floors of the grocery store just had cigarette butts everywhere. Like they just had people whose jobs it was to walk down the aisles and sweep the cigarette butts out of the fucking grocery store.
What?
On my mama.
I do not remember this. What?
The 70s, bro. You weren't alive in the 70s?
70s. Damn. Yeah, that's dope.
Well, did you think we hunted and gathered our food in the 70s? We had modern conveniences. It wasn't just the 70s. It wasn't like 70 AD. It was 1978, 79. I don't know.
That's some hard shit right there.
Yo, hey, let us know
Down
if you.
and swept up the cigarette butts. That was the
Yeah,
dude's job.
yeah, that was his job, bro. I mean, yo, G, they have fucking ashtrays on airplanes. Explain
Yep.
that one to me. Now, that's a
Yep.
little bit before my time. I wasn't flying in the 70s. I was just dreaming of flying. Yo, if you remember cigarette butts in the ashtrays, holla, man. Let us know. Or
I
cigarette
do
butts in the
remember
grocery store.
smoking sections though on international flights. There was smoking sections where you could smoke cigarettes in the
Oh,
airplane.
yeah, because Euros got to smoke no matter what, bro. Euros got to bust out the 100. Like, yeah. That's how you could tell in Hawaii. I always tell Brady, I'm like, bro, people are going to think you're a Euro if you're smoking cigarettes on the beach. You're supposed to vape.
And I remember smoking sections.
Are you there? Oh, man, I think, did you glitch up? That
Yeah,
might have
I
been
know,
my
I'm here.
fault. Yo, because check this out, you guys. It is 10:35. And so
And I remember when gas was like 60 cents a gallon. I remember when they had the gas wars in Washington and it went down to like 40, 50 cents a gallon. It was like people were competing for what the gas price was there for a second.
hold on, man. Shit. I really wish I had a producer that was just like an elf. Because it's like, Jesse, get a producer for your show. Well, motherfucker, and then what? Rely on somebody else waking up every morning? It's hard as shit for me to wake up every morning. Yo, so it is 10:35. I feel like me and Daddy more than Wayne and Garth were more like Red and Meth. So I figured that'll be some good energy for 10:35 today. Let's put up that other overlay. So when we play this shit on Instagram, boom, we look chunky. Look how it's just laid right at the fucking line over my head. Yo, it is 10:35, brought to you and powered by Kudokin because energy is currency.
Down south, niggas not getting it started. Yo, East Coast niggas not getting it started. But when we in the house, shit get retarded. When we in the house, shit get retarded. When we in the house, shit get retarded. We came to finish with y'all to start. Everybody just scream. Yo, now, fuck One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the actress action like Kevin. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, let the man come and get you. This one, for the 6 more. Make sure for the new star. That's what we think. Y'all get 2 cocaine. Y'all tripping on MC cliche. That's a record J. Got trouble plus bubble. It's a wicked way. Gotta love baby. G.O.D. Look, take the door from a press for second. Got you shaking in your last second. Your fucking pump get a speed bump. Single shot, they gon' be lost. Yeah. Put it on the nigga. Shit it on the nigga. Turn the Christian to a certified sinner. I was in your ass hole. Shit, I'm having no petrol, your metro. Politics, keep the chicken head. Yo, shit, I'm driving in coming long. Yo, terrify your city. From the split committee. Kick ass and hope Timberland turn shit in. Stack the drum head. When they approach rappers, be taking notes. I drop like I should have invented the raincoat. Absolute, I love the bird to the roots. I keep coming to you, boy, spur for your boots. Yo, vigilante, hardcore to the penis. So you fucking attitude is a demon. The me and Young Bro, take the beautiful people of Philly back to the year 1992 when we did this. Y'all ready? Time for some. Everybody say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get to a whole back of rock. To an avenue, to a gas street, and all block. It's everybody do the same damn thing to a celebrate. Contact the overs, I crush the whole frame. But you better maintain your phone. apart to the ball, got more than it goes to blue. Now, type of simple one, you can't fuck with it because I was over it. The fucking other devil hit you with the back level of 10. 1, 2, 3, you pay. I get action. Everybody from through, okay, like the way it's not pop, popping on your back top. And let loose with the juice when I do rock. I'm too hot to say I got more you to do. Pop, yeah, I'm brother, I'm back. Yeah, what's the back? All right, I got a question. How many Wu-Tang things we got in the building?
Damn, it's like.
A whole lot. Okay.
Let's just
So
see.
when I start this sentence, y'all can finish it. That's right. Wu-Tang is for the. Wu-Tang is for the. Wu-Tang is for the. Children from the slums of Shaolin. Wu-Tang Clan strikes again. The RZA, the Jizza. The RZA, the Jizza. The RZA, the Jizza. Inspect the deck, record the shit. You got Capadonna, Master Killer, Street Light, Rape Man,
You can tell who's taking care of themselves and who's not. Who looks like they eat oranges?
I can't hear you.
Okay. If it was up to me, I'd have just let that shit ride through the whole fucking concert. Here's your reminder, man. The Kudokan is dedicated to providing memories like this for you and bringing live performances directly to your house, just like we do here on the show. Man, I'm telling you guys, the Kudokan is everything cool. Jammed into a utility rewards token, man. Boom, you see it right above my head. Powered by Kudokan. Go to kudokan.io. Man, I just watched some gameplay of the video game this morning. This shit is I feel like just giving it words, like I'm going to give it any arbitrary word. Like, let's find a word that would describe something that people would like. And then you will take that in and you'll go, here's an arbitrary word that Jesse picked to describe something that may or may not be exaggerated, may or may not actually represent it, right? May even be a code word. I don't fucking know. How do we communicate? Don't worry. We'll be showing this shit to you soon.
Bro, it's absolutely bananas, man. You know what I liked about it was that the controls were anywhere on the screen. So anywhere you touched on the screen, you could control what the dude was doing. It's insane what Hamza and them are doing over there.
Tell them about it. Tell them about it. Tell them about Rev Dev, son.
Man, I just did right there. You know, the fact that the two
where are they located?
Where's who located?
Rev Dev. They're 12 hours away from us.
Man,
they're on the other side of the world. This is an international project, man. There is no sleep. You got to wake up early for the North Carolina emails. You got to stay up late for the Sri Lanka emails. Then some dude in Russia wants to holler at you about a project. There's no rest for the blessed, boss.
It's been nothing but good. It's been nothing but good. I can't wait. We got some new trailers coming. We got the new whiteboard coming. It's just gonna be ridiculous. It really is, bro.
And it's what you think is going to be a woodpecker. I'm just telling you this now because later on, you people are gonna say, was that a woodpecker? I'll be like, will you please go back and reference the episode of Coffee and Bong Hits on June 2nd at 10:45 when I specifically said it was not a woodpecker.
You in the woodpecker. I like that.
That's for the people. Hey,
so
we have seriously so much to share with all of you.
You know what's super cool is the BFB Pac-Man concert that I believe we are going to be showcasing. We will be there in the flesh, handing out the airdrop, but as well. Let me share this real quick if I can.
Yeah, Bo, give the one time.
Take a little look at it. Does it automatically have the
Nah, that is. Hey, blow the screen up.
Can you hear it though?
Nope. You didn't click the little thing on the bottom left.
Oh, see the bottom left. You told me
Pop
about
back
that
out.
too.
Yeah,
Hold on.
pop back out.
I'm gonna do it again. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Good call, Nick. Yeah, Thursday episodes. People really should be watching the Thursday episodes for the Kudokan updates. Yeah, this is your chance. This is like your AMA. This is your Ask Me Anything. Okay, ask Dirty anything right now, quick.
Sure can. Hold on, let me.
So yeah, bring up that video, but then make sure you click the audio button at the bottom. At the bottom, click the audio at the bottom.
So it's just giving me the option to share. It doesn't give me the option for an audio. Why don't you bring it up?
Yeah, shoot me the link real quick in the book.
Sure thing. Boom.
Yo, here's a reminder. Here's a reminder to anybody who's listening to this on a podcast device. Sorry if it's slowed down a tiny bit right there for you and it was a little hard to follow. We're trying to pull up a video and it'll get exciting again in a minute, but I could take this opportunity to remind you that you are one of the most important parts of this show because you provide us a global audience. Yo, you want the free Joe Exotic one?
Yeah, bring up the free Joe Exotic.
All right. So, yo, when we're talking about the Kudokan, the ecosystem that we created for the Kudokan, it absolutely 100% involves the energy of live music, right? Whether it's a DJ like Joyride doing the ill shit on the Wheels of Steel.
Or whether it's live performances in-person events. So July 2nd, BFB Pac-Man will be here in Portland. We will be there in attendance, giving out Kudokan airdrops. As well, we will be covering the live show on the live stream on kudokan.io.
Yes, damn it, Jess.
Part of the summer concert series.
Oh, y'all ain't ready for this. Maybe you are, but I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions and making assumptions about you.
Black Pioneers are bringing him. They're also bringing Sada Baby and Hater Baby. So Sada Baby is in this one.
Energy made this one.
Super excited about this concert.
Trapped the whole winter, scammed for the summer. Came to America with dope in her stomach. Spent $1,100 on these Valentino runners. We just fucking for the summer. Before I hit, I changed my number. Pac-Man on the track, it's a slapper. I jump off the bridge before I put my dick in plastic. I was so fucked up that I had to sell plasma. If my bitch say bless you when you sneeze, you can have her. Don't blame me if you broke, you just a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Try to rob me, you hit a bucka. I don't like good girls, I like hookers. And I don't sell crack, I'm giving niggas booger sugar. Caught a plug and he pulling up on a Kawasaki. Tell my brother if he catch a body, then I'm telling mommy, hallelujah, Jesus Christ. But I'm with 1,000 Akis. Came up from selling pussy, free my nigga Joe Exotic. She said she can feel it in her stomach, stop capping. Oh, lying ass bitch, my dick ain't that big. Cougar bitch, but she look good. Tony Braxton. I got low self-esteem. I was a fat kid. Suck it good, chew it, then swallow. Sour Patch Kid. My bitch about to leave me cause I'm built like Patrick. I nut super quick and I be weighing down the mattress. On the low, dog, I'm tired of this fat shit. I ain't signed to nobody, bitch, I work for me. Bitch, fuck the op for revenge, think she hurt me. Caught them both slipping at the movies, gave him first degree. Rihanna got awards in that case, bitch, herpes me.
I tell a bitch if she ain't sucking dick, then leave me be. I need a freaky hoe to eat the ding-a-ling. Me and don't hear her baby mama off a ching-a-ling. I think she think me and her got a thing. Bitch, no, you ain't getting a damn thing but my balls. Don't reply to your text, I'm ignoring your calls. Gotta hit the trap, I got plans for that raw. Whole things, we got bricks, we got blocks to that door. Break it down, watch me boogie on that pussy while I'm smoking boogie. Baby daddy talking tough, I get that boy a noogie. He'll make his baby mama stuff a script up in her tush. Used to skip school with them sticks playing hockey hooks. Catch a snitch lacking on this balcony, Takashi. My Asian nigga keep a hot chop clip wasabi. Pac-Man got some fat fans in the lobby. Scuba Steve got some lame niggas trying to call chase. Pac-Man ate your grandmama with the pound cake.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to push that button.
It's too funny.
I was just gonna let that ride, but I was taking advantage of my downtime to clean up my windows, and I clicked the wrong one. Yo, we got 8 minutes left. Let's dig into some news real quick. So Dr. Fauci got a shitload of fucking emails released. It's look, and Rand Paul is still a piece of shit, regardless of how this is about to work out. So, this is from Fox News. I almost never do it, but I already had it up. Rand Paul shared 2 words in response to news of unearthed emails from Dr. Anthony Fauci. Thousands of emails obtained by BuzzFeed News and hundreds more reviewed by the Washington Post through the Freedom of Information Act show Fauci's responses to both critiques and high praise as he worked to communicate the dangers of COVID-19 to the U.S. as director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Told you, Paul wrote in a Tuesday tweet with the hashtag #FireFauci. He added in another tweet, can't wait to see the media try to spin Fauci FOIA emails. Paul has repeatedly criticized Fauci on social media and in interviews for his comments on herd immunity, wearing masks after getting the COVID vaccine, and his dismissal of a theory suggesting COVID-19 may have originated from the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China that has gained more credibility among members of the media in recent weeks, despite early snubbing of the idea. Okay. Paul has also condemned Fauci's claim made during a May 25th congressional hearing that a $600,000 federal grant from NIAID did not directly fund the lab's gain-of-function research, which is research that involves modifying a virus to make it more infectious among humans. The grant went to a group called EcoHealth Alliance, which then paid the Wuhan Institute of Virology to study the risk that bat coronaviruses could infect humans.
This is what, have you seen the video of him eating the bats in a soup?
This motherfucker looks like the bat that gave motherfuckers coronavirus. Can I just stop everything? Yo, bro, eat some oranges. That hair is horrible too. That hair is fucking horrible.
He looks a little sweaty.
Yeah, he definitely looks sick.
He's probably been watching Cops.
Man, when my hair does that little frizzy shit in the back, I hate it so much. Okay, let's continue. I just had to stop because his hair was coming and he's all sweaty. Francis Collins, director of the NIH, said earlier in the hearing that the taxpayer-funded grant to EcoHealth and the Wuhan Institute of Virology was not approved to conduct gain-of-function research. Some Republicans, including Paul, maintained the NIAID money under Fauci's purview did, in fact, go to the Wuhan Institute of Virology to conduct gain-of-function research, which raises ethical, safety, and security concerns, according to some politicians and scientists. Fauci acknowledged that the gain of function. Let me start that part again. Fauci acknowledged that a gain-of-function supervirus could escape a lab and cause a pandemic, but that it's worth the risk. His naivety should disqualify him from government service, Paul wrote in a May 28th tweet, responding to Fauci's comments. Collins dismissed the so-called lab leak theory as a conspiracy in an email to Fauci obtained in BuzzFeed. So here's the fucking problem, man. First of all, Coffee and Bong Hits told you it came from a lab, probably most likely a long time ago. We had Kerry Medina on the show when I was still in Kansas City. We had Kerry Medina on the show when I was still in Kansas City, and she said it was most likely. So the problem is that all these media sources fucking chase the story, right? Like, who would ever say it didn't come from a lab? How could you say with any positivity or any authority that it didn't come from a lab? But Facebook was blocking motherfuckers with fact checker shit and deleting accounts that were saying that shit, right? So the problem is that hey, much love, Nick. You didn't miss much, man. I promise not to say anything. No, I'm teasing. I got to crush the next 3 minutes. So what did that article say? Thousands?
Here's what I want to know. Go back to that picture of Ron Paul.
I already pulled it.
Oh, you already pulled it?
I
Because
jerked it off my fucking thing.
I want to know about that Deer Park water. Did you see that small water that he had right there? How do you get a placement like that?
Holy
Deer
shit.
Park water on the.
Do you know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
Hmm.
I've asked that same question and I've Googled it. I swear to fucking God. I don't remember the answer. I think it's worth Googling again though. Hold on. Deer Park water. It's available at Target.
Is it a Target water?
Yeah, gets its start near the crest of the Appalachians. It's available at Walmart, Costco. Does it have fluoride in it? No fluoride at all. But when it comes to the spring water from Deer Park, okay, the distilled water and the sparkling water have no fluoride, but the spring water has 1,600 parts per million fluoride in it. If you want to know its pH, it's 5.5 across all brands. Okay, so something else you told me today I want to cover before. Hey, isn't it your girlfriend's birthday?
Yes, it is. Is that natural spring water? Yes,
Hold
it
on.
is. Shout out my girlfriend, Danielle. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Danielle. Oh, let me find. Yo, didn't you? This is a great birthday present. Didn't you tell me that China told its troops to get ready for the war? I feel like if I didn't address this part, oh damn it! Hold on. If they make me go to what the fuck? God damn it. Newsweek, you sons of bitches. Okay, here we go. Oh, now they just signed me up for their daily newsletter. That's
what you get.
Okay, look, China state media says country must prepare for nuclear war with the United States after Biden asks for COVID probe. Do they know what a COVID probe is? I'd be like, dude, if you try to probe me. Hu Jin, the editor of the Chinese state-run newspaper, The Global Times, considers enhancing China's nuclear program as vital to the country's strategic defense against the United States. Protests in Hong Kong, Taiwan. I thought I was going to read off a list. Protests in Hong Kong, the COVID-19 pandemic, and accusations that China is engaged in a genocide against man, I've only read this word, against the Muslims are sowing deeper divisions in an already strained relationship between China and the United States. With Beijing being one of America's top concerns, President Joe Biden has sought to strike a stern tone with China, while China sees much of America's actions and comments to be encroached on its sovereignty. Well, so that just brought up shit. We don't want none, but you think that we could you think when the whole world comes to whoop America's ass, you think that America could still win?
I don't think the entire world is going to come to whoop America's ass at the same time.
Bro, the only people that'll help us will be Australia and Norway and France and Great Britain.
I think that you'll be surprised at exactly what happens, because America is basically like a underground area for people to come and do crap in that they want to be able to do. So there's a lot of people who are over here doing a lot of different shit, and there's a lot of money that's tied up inside of stuff that happens around here. There's also a lot of cool, right? We don't have any industry that America sells anymore. It's not like you can attack America and come over here and shut us down because we have a whole bunch of production that comes out of here. The only thing that we sell is cool. It's sizzle. And so people don't really want to hurt the cool either. You know, attacking us would mean that you attack half the people that people look up to. You know, attacking us means that what you do is you come over and you dishevel a bunch of underground, nasty, naughty stuff, you know, hedonistic stuff that people want to be able to come over and take a part in. You know, Las Vegas being over here. People come from Dubai to come to Las Vegas in order to do more underground stuff. And I mean, where are they going to go now? Epstein Island?
Yeah, I was going to say they're all going to have to go to Dubai next.
Yeah. I mean,
yo, what are you going to do with Danielle?
I'm about to chill. I got to
Are you
make
going to take her out for
some
Mexican food?
You know, I do love a nice plate of a fajita.
Dude, a nice dinner fajita. I mean, a birthday fajita.
Ooh.
That's the move, G.
I'm going to go get a donut called the Texan.
What?
Hey, thank you, Fenda. I'm going to go get a donut called the Texan. It's a gigantic donut.
Hey, when your girlfriend, she wanted a Texan for her birthday, it wasn't a donut, G. It was a Texas dude. hey, one more time for our new sponsor.
I gotta stop checking her emails privately.
You can't. Yeah, you might as well turn your private investigator card. Okay, look, much love to everybody that hung out with us all day. Much love to everybody that'll watch this later on throughout the day. And super love to everybody that is listening to this on a podcast device. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to all the animal sanctuaries. Everybody doing good stuff. No love to Rand Paul.
To everyone headed to Riverside.
Damn, yeah, shout out to all those people too. They're the homies. Man, shout out to anybody that's actually watching this at Riverside. That would be dope. Yo, why don't we just do a live episode from Riverside? We could just like set our cameras up on old styrofoam that we find everywhere and ask some of the fucking drug addicts that are fucking just wandering around.
Just put it right on the side of the head of somebody passed out on the.
All the people who just take craps and just kick it. Just okay. On behalf of Antifa Insurance, here's our new sponsor.
Hey guys, it's me, Jesse Spomberg, with a hot tip for you. If you're like me and you live in a rural community next to a lot of dry trees and there's tinder everywhere, you know the number one concern this time of year is Antifa. When Antifa comes and starts a forest fire in your neighborhood or tries to steal your RV or your favorite donkey, who are you going to turn to? Turn to my friends at United National Antifa Insurance. They'll get back your donkey, your four-wheeler, they'll replace any damage to your single wide, your double wide, your Wowza triple wide trailer, and give you a low deductible. Don't rely on your local militia to get your stuff back for you. Go to my friends at United National Antifa Insurance and make sure you protect your property. Yeah!
All right, y'all. On behalf of Dirty Black and me, Jesse Spomberg, the entire Fight Church fam, and Auto Team Kudokin, 5,000 G's. We'll see you tomorrow for some craziness.
All day. I was gonna win every day. I was gonna win all day. I was gonna win. I things. Winning, winning, I'm a winning. I stay